Hi, this is Professor Christopher Ternasty, Chair of Classics, and as part of our series of interviews with important figures in the department, past and present, today I'm going to interview JT Godfrey, who graduated last year with a classics major. JT, how you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right, thanks. Now, JT, can you talk a little bit about how you got into classics at Oberlin College?
Yeah, so I got into classics on accident. I had intended, I was an intended history major, and I was going to be a lawyer. And I fell in love with kind of the storytelling aspects in some of the 100 classes I had taken. And I didn't even know classics was a major until I was talking with a professor, my professor of history of Rome, and she was like, "Oh, come check out the classics department at Oberlin. It's really great." And I got to meet all the professors and just really fell in love with how you tell a story, how the story shapes your society, how your society shapes how you tell stories and why you tell stories, particularly in the ancient world.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, one thing about our department is it is so small. You really do have that personal attention and interaction with the professors. And how did that help shape you, especially maybe in terms of your honors thesis?
Yeah, so obviously we worked together one-on-one. It was the first ever class I had at Oberlin that I was just with one professor, one student. And it was really great because I was able to kind of get that attention that you need to write a 70-page paper. That's very daunting, even at 22 years old, 4 years into college. And I would definitely say that one of the reasons I went to Oberlin was to get that experience, to get that one-on-one attention with professors. And I really enjoyed it in my honors thesis. And then in small classes we had in classics department, like in 200 Latin, it was 7 of us. And that was
Right.
great to get that one-on-one attention, really, really building skills with a master of the craft.
Now, what about now? You won the Louis Lord Creativity Prize.
Yes.
How goes your work? Towards that.
It's good. It's good. So yeah, I submitted for the Louis E. Lord Prize for a screenplay based off of my honors thesis, and it's been going well. I've been storyboarding so far, probably 20 pages of just kind of random scenes and script and notes. And the writing process has been great. But I also wrote a series of poems and short stories called Journey Through Elysium that I'm planning on getting published. And I mean, it's filled with classical illusion and
No.
yeah, and so it's really been great as a writer to get to the basis of story, right? Like character development, character faults, all of these things that I learned in the classics department.
In addition to being a fabulous classicist, captain of the football team, all around good guy, you're also a stand-up comic. So I thought we could leave with a joke. Do you have anything that's PG that you can tell?
Oh, that's rough. Let me think. I've got a good story from the classics department, but that's the only time
Sure, let's hear the story.
Okay, I was at one point in the keto fad, and I remember I was going to my first classics majors meeting, and I was eating strictly vegetables and meat, and I get there and it is just soda and pizza and all my friends being goofballs and eating pizza. And I remember sitting there just like not eating. I think I had a little salad on my plate, and you were like, Godfrey, come on. Come on. Let's join the feast. Enjoy. You'll be fine if you eat a slice of pizza.
Yeah, that is something we like to do. We do like to feed you guys. Hospitality, the old Greek xenia, making sure everyone feels welcome.
Yep.
Well, Godfrey, it's been a pleasure talking with you and being able to catch up with you. And thanks so much for being the inaugural interview for us.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.